Hello friends, today I'll be talking about functions in mathematics. Under functions we have domain and range. So we need to know what domain means and also what range means. So domain is a set of inputs that will produce a set of outputs in a function. So for instance, this is the domain. So this domain, when used here in this function, is going to produce a set of outputs known as the range or the image. So doing that, anywhere I see x, I'm going to replace it with these values in order to get the outputs, which is the range. So doing that, that will give me, the first one will give me 2 times 0 plus 1 divided by 0 minus 1. So this is going to give me 2 times 0 is 0 plus 1. 0 minus 1 is minus 1. So plus 1 over minus 1 is going to give me minus 1. Then the second one, function of 2, is going to give me 2 times 2 plus 1 divided by 2 minus 1. So I'm going to have 2 times 2, 4, plus 1 is 5. 2 minus 1 is 1, so I'm going to have 5 here. So the third one is going to be 4. Okay, this is 2 multiplied by 4 plus 1 divided by 4 minus 1. This is going to be, this is 9. 2 times 4 is 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 over 3. That's going to give me 3. So I have 3 numbers. So these numbers are actually the outputs, or also known as the range. So now, therefore, range becomes sets minus 1 plus 3 and plus 5. So this is the set, also known as the range. So in this case, minus 1, 3, 5 are the images of 0, 2, and 4. Okay, this is the domain, this is the range. Very simple. So the second question is, if the range for the function g function of x is equal to x squared minus 2 is minus 2 minus 1 and 7, find the domain. This is actually, it's going to be inverse of this. This time, the range is given, you are required to find the domain. So I'm going to have, I'll bring out a function, which is x squared minus 2. So I will equate this function with minus 2, because minus 2 is the image here. Minus 1 is also the image. 7 also is the image. So when that is the range. Remember I said range and image are the same. So that is the output. So for me I'm going to use them to produce the input. Now doing that, I'll have x squared is equal to minus 2 plus 2. Remember, this is minus 2 here. It's going to cross over to become plus 2. That's collection of like terms. So this is going to be x squared is equal to minus 2 plus 2 is 0. So square root of 0. X is going to be square root of 0. It's going to be 0. Remember, 0 doesn't have plus or minus. And whenever you're looking for a square root of number, the result is going to be either plus or minus. So of the results. Now this is 0. 0 doesn't have plus or minus, so just 0 is 0. So now I'm going to solve for minus 1. So doing that, I'll have minus 1. So making s such as a formula here, s becomes x squared. It becomes minus 1 plus 2. Remember, minus 2 is here. As it crosses equal sign, it becomes plus 2. So I'm going to have plus 1 here, that is 1. So in this case now, it becomes, to get the value of x, I'll have the square root of 1. That will give me plus or minus 1. Okay? So the second one, the third one which is the last one, is going to be x squared minus 2 is equal to 7. So I'll do the same here. I'll try to make x associated formula. This becomes 7 minus 2 here will cross over to become plus 2. So this is going to be 7 plus 2, that will be 9. Okay, getting the square root of 9 in order to find x, that will be plus or minus 3. Square root of 9 is plus or minus 3. So you can see I have set of numbers now. I have minus or plus 1, minus or plus 3, and the 0. So the domain now is going to be domain will be equal to set. The first one, remember the lowest number here is minus 3. I'm going to write minus 3 followed by minus 1, then followed by I have 0. So remember I have plus or minus 1 here. So after 0 you have plus 1, because these are two numbers, plus or minus 1, when you get the square root of 1. So the next one is after 1 is going to be plus 3. Remember we have plus or minus 3 here. So this this is the set of numbers that will give you this attribute or the range when used in this function. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more.